So welcome to the Trix New Employee Tour. We're going to go over several subjects. I'm going to outline them for you right now. That's where to park, dog in the doors, light switches and the fans, Trix staff room, the lockers, cubbies and the name tags, the coaching stations and the staff phone use, snacks and foods, breaks and lunches, bathrooms, cleaning supplies for pool and gym, dumpsters, playroom and gym, front office, dance rooms, pool, stereo training, camera, emergency phone, and polka dots. We're encouraged to avoid parking in the main lot here because during class times, when the classes get full, there's a lot of cars here, Goodwills, cars too. And so there's not always room for the customers to park. So these particular parking areas we want to try to reserve for the customers, and we want to park from about this point here to the right and down behind Goodwill, which is this area right here. And this is where we want to try to do most of our parking. And as you can see, it's behind Goodwill here. So another spot we used to park is over here behind the back of the gym. We're not really supposed to park over here anymore because Enterprise has this area now. So we're supposed to come over to where Results is, and more specifically, we're supposed to park on this side over here. And this is the area that's been reserved for us on the opposite side there of Results. Right through here. So the door's in the open position right here. To close it, lock it, that is, so that it locks when the door closes. Turn the key and it'll pop right out. To keep it in the open position, turn it, push it in, and then let it turn. Now it's locked in the open position. Door is open. Just open it and turn, push in, and close. The Allen wrench key for dog in the doors is either in this corner where this Velcro is. It's not here right now, or it will be in this corner, which is where it's at right now. So there it is. It's either in one of those two corners of one of the two doors. So right by our front door, we got our light switches here, on in the morning, off at night. So these fans keep the air circulating. That way the chlorine doesn't have a chance to accumulate. But when we do zip line, we want to go ahead and turn them off so the kids don't get cold. So we'll go up right up here. There's a timer, and then you'll notice that the fans are turning off. So then the fans aren't blowing any cold air on the kids here. So if we're walking in from the back door here, there's the gym. We're going to go down this hall right here to head to the break room. That's the manager's office right there. It's a little right here. Now we're in the break room. Okay, and as you can see, there's all the lockers. You'll get your own locker unless there aren't enough lockers to go around. Then you'll have the option of sharing one with somebody if you're comfortable with that. Usually you get your own locker though. They all have name tags and magnets on them for notes from the office. They might send you a drop card or a note that they leave on your locker. Alright, so in here we have our little kitchen. Got a toaster, microwave, refrigerator. If you leave things in the refrigerator, please label them with your name and the date, because things get cleaned out every day or two, because things get left in the refrigerator. It gets messy. And speaking of messes, please clean up after yourself when using the ovens. It is your responsibility to pick up after yourself and keep this place clean. Thank you. And the toaster, we have to make sure that we have nothing on it or around it when it's on, that we don't use it at the same time the microwave's being used, and that we also make sure that it is turned off. If you're not sure, you can unplug it. This is one of our coaching stations right here. We want to try to keep it clear except for the teaching related materials, skill binders and things like that, water and trash and other stuff. If you got water you need to drink that's fine. Purses, things like that, we want to stick in our cubby or somewhere else. So this would be the other coaching station right here. So staff is not supposed to be using their cell phones during work time. Phones can be kept in purses, bags, or lockers, and you can use your phone on breaks and lunches in the pool room or outside, only if customers are not present, though. Remember also that you work in a children's facility and to keep the conversations clean. If you wouldn't say it to your students or manager, then you shouldn't say it at work. Also, Trix is not responsible for loss or damage to your phone. Even if you drop it in the pool, you bring the phone and your personal items to work at your own risk. So this is a great place to eat your lunch or take a break, the break room. Because our schedule sometimes does not accommodate us getting dried off and going and taking a break in the break room, you can get away with snacking in the pool room at the coaching station, as long as you're keeping things clean. And when we're in here, we got to put the customers first, of course. But we don't want glass in here. No glass. Another place you can take a break outside the heat of the room. So the ladies' room is here at the back of the gym. This is the back door here, back parking lot. Here's the ladies' room. We've got a changing table right here. Over here. This is a changing table, so parents can change the little guy or the little gal. And we've got changing rooms right here. And then the first couple of stalls we've got are smaller for the kids. The rest are adult size. Looks pretty good in there. If there's a mess or something a big mess, let your supervisor know. If it's a small mess, paper towels on the ground, a little water here or there, try to pick it up if you can. So our men's boys bathroom is right here. Next to that is our family restroom, or the unisex restroom. And then at the far end of the hall is the ladies' room. And those are our 3 restrooms. We do not have any separate employee restrooms, just these 3. So come over here. This is our cleaning closet. And the key for the cleaning closet is right up here. Just grab this baby. Come on over here. And open that baby up. And then all the cleaning products and such are around here. You can open up the top. All your paper towels for replacing those, toilet paper, rags. The dirty rags go in here. These are clean rags right here. Got gloves and then all the cleaning supplies. We want to try to keep those where they're supposed to be, vacuums and such. So we try to keep everything where it's supposed to be. That way it stays nice and neat. Vacuum down there. We want to try not to leave the key in the door, which is an easy mistake to make, but we don't want to avoid that whenever we can, because we don't want the kids in there. There's stuff in there that the kids, we don't want them getting a hold of. This would be the closet key here. This would be the dumpster key right here. We're coming back out to the back side of the gym here to come see where the dumpsters are, and our dumpsters are over here, right next to our storage / work shed. I'm just gonna open this, take a peek in here. Hopefully there's nobody hiding in here. Looks clear. So we have locks for them, and this is the lock right here. You can unlock it, drop the bar, pull the lock off, drop the bar. You can open up the lid, close the bar back up, put the lock back on. We've had to resort to the lock because we've had some problems with people hanging out here a little too much. So across from the pool room we have the playroom, and this is where parents and kids can watch their siblings and children swim and play. So here's our gym. It's empty right now, but typically during class time it gets quite crowded. So we just need to kind of keep our eyes open, because there's going to be kids running everywhere. So just need to be careful when we move around that we don't run over anybody. So when you come in the front door, goes over here. Here's our front office right here. And Lindsay is our office manager here. That's Lindsay right there. So here's our dance room. The dance room is, we're not supposed to wear high-heeled shoes in here. Sometimes we use the dance room for birthdays on the weekend, Saturday. The other dance room is next door. It's actually been converted. And here's a peek at the other dance room that's been converted into a balance beam room. And here's our pool room. We try to have this baby open 15 minutes before class. If there is no lifeguard in this room, the room is to be locked. We do not want anyone in there unless there's a lifeguard in there. And that right there is a matter of life and death. Right next to the main entrance to the pool area, we have our cloud closet where the stereo is located. So we're going to go in there and take a look at it. Here's the stereo. Power button's right here. The volume is right here. And here is the iPods where the music is. So you can go right over here to music, bang, playlists, swim playlists, and we can go down to, let's say, Family Week, and we'll put on We Are Family. And you will hear that song come up. And there it is. Right here at the coaching station, we have our camera. We can use this to take pictures with our students. Once you have your picture on the camera, you can use these directions right here to help you load up the picture onto the tablet and send it to the front office to be printed. Then you can give it to your kid. This is going to be a separate training to go through this step by step. We do have an emergency phone here in the pool room, and here it is. If you have an emergency, it's going to be quicker to use a landline than it is to use your cell phone. If you have a class that's overbooked, you can call the front office from here without having to walk down the hallway and get the hallway all wet and yourself freezing. You can also call the front office if you need help, if a kid needs to use the restroom and the parent is not immediately available. So this phone is handy for a lot of things. Next to the front office we have Polka Dots here, and Polka Dots is currently closed, but they do sell leotards, leggings, goggles, swim caps, swim diapers, snacks, and various jewelry and purses. If you teach a Tadpole Tots class and a parent needs a swim diaper, you can tell them that Polka Dots does sell them for a couple of dollars.